Hi guys, thanks for watching. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about traffic and good quality traffic. Alright, I have been talking about the funnel that I've been giving out in the last several videos that I've uploaded here on YouTube. This is a free funnel that I'm giving out. I say free, it is free guys, but obviously it requires you to have an account with Power Lead System in order to get the share code, but I'm the one who created that this particular funnel, and you're going to be able to get this funnel plus hook it up with another existing free funnel system within Power Lead System, and those two share codes will allow you to connect everything up completely. Anyway, in this video I'm going to be talking about high quality traffic that even the complete newbie can expect to get potential sales within today, tomorrow, or in the very, very near future. Now, I'm not going to be guaranteeing anything. I'm not going to be predicting anything or making any promises whatsoever. Guys, paid advertising or any kind of advertising, any traffic is never ever guaranteed. Whether you're going to get sales now or whenever you're going to get sales or if anything happens at all, But one thing I will guarantee you is you will get results. I guarantee you will get results. Whether that's obviously you'll get traffic, absolutely, and you will get opt-ins, absolutely. You will get high conversions onto your mailing list, and this is the whole key thing about this. What we're trying to do here is you're trying to get opt-ins, you're trying to build your mailing list, because as we all know, and you've always, we've all been on the side of the person who's potentially buying, and we've all been on the side where we're trying to sell, So nobody likes being sold to. All right, and that's what we're here to do, is we're actually trying to sell our business to other people, and you're complaining that you're not getting sales. But think about it from the point of view of the other person who's looking at your offer. People will take action if they see that there is a good offer, if they see that the person who's sharing out the offer is someone that they can potentially trust, if they see that they can relate to this, or if they can potentially build up that know, like, and trust with you. That's what it's all boiled down to, guys, is, if you've got a good funnel here, if you've got something well set up and it looks solid and it looks like that they can potentially trust you, and they're looking to work with you, then they're going to buy. It's as simple as that. That's what they're here to do. People are on the list, people are on your page, people have come to your page simply because they do have a want and a need and desire to make money or work from home. And if you've got that offer and you're giving out that opportunity for people to make money from the comfort of their own home, then and you deliver that message, you're going to be able to generate sales. All right, and on the platform that I'm going to be talking to you about, we've got loads and loads and loads of people on this platform who've been able to generate sales from the very traffic that you're going to be able to get access to. Okay, we're not talking about outdated testimonials here. We're talking about current, live, up to date testimonials of real people who have been able to generate sales, not just opt-ins, not just leads. We're talking about sales and sign-ups into their businesses, various kinds of businesses, and they've been able to achieve that from the very traffic that I'm going to give you access to. And I'm also going to be able to give you access to this platform. I'm going to give you a $5 voucher that you're going to be able to use on your first purchase of the traffic. So I do highly recommend Udimi. All right, this is a great platform. It's been around for absolutely years and years. And why do I think that Udimi is a perfect platform for newbies? Well, first of all, you're probably going to be able to get your traffic at a cheaper rate than other solo ad vendors out there. Most others, you could easily get traffic for $50, $60, that kind of thing. If you want to just start out slowly, you want to start out and put it to the test. You want to get 100, 100 lead. You want to get 100 hits, all right, to your website, good quality traffic, potential buyers, and you want to get maybe a good 30%, 40% opt-in rate, all right, from the traffic. This is an easy way to get started. Okay, so I also say that sometimes you've got to understand that if you're out there trying to deal with solo ad vendors and you don't know them, you haven't built up that trust with those particular vendors, you don't know who to deal with, you haven't built up a relationship with a vendor, you don't know if the quality of leads are good, you don't know what to look for. you haven't got all the data, you haven't got about whether they're actually good and whether they're actually going to send you the quality traffic, or if they're going to send you fake traffic that's, you know, basically scammed. You don't want that. You don't want to be involved with people and you can't necessarily trust. You don't know where the traffic's coming from. So the good thing about Udimi is that they've got filters in place, and all the traffic that goes through, your link will be added into the system, but then the Solo Ad vendor will be given a version of that link that Udimi has created automatically. So all the traffic that comes through that link will be going through Udimi filters. All right. Normally you'd have to pay for this. You know, you can pay for third-party platforms such as ClickMagic, which will charge you another monthly fee, like $20 a month or whatever, to get all this kind of stuff. But with Udimi, it's all built in. You get the filters. You can check to see if the traffic is good, and then, you know, you can do searches about, you know, whether a particular vendor is good based on what you're really looking for. So if you're looking for, you know, for example, 40 cents a click, or if you're prepared to spend more, some of the things you're looking for example, this person Glenn here, 42% of the people that rated this guy actually said that they actually got sales. Excuse me. So yeah, as I say, the people that actually rated this seller, okay, and there were 765 people who gave him positive rating. 42% of those said that they actually got sales. So that's fantastic. And you know, obviously there's bound to be some negative reviews, but sometimes I like to look at those negative reviews because I always take negative reviews with a pinch of salt. You've got to understand that some people will give them a negative review just because they didn't get a sale and they thought they were going to get a sale. Guys, you don't always think that you have to get sales always with an advert you send out with a solo ad vendor. It doesn't necessarily happen. All right, some of the best solo ad services I've had didn't necessarily give me sales on the front end, but they were able to generate leads for me, and in time those leads did turn into sales. And by that time it was a kind of days later, or maybe even weeks, maybe even months later. But you know, I've been able to build up a very, very active list over time because I've worked with good solo ad vendors. So let's have a look at some of the, you know, you can do some more different filters. You can decide what your budget is. This is the cheapest, 40 cents a click. You can go right up. It's up to you what you want to set. You know, whether the you know, this 20%, or, you know, is whether people within the rating, you know, people who have rated these sellers, how many of them actually are saying in their rating that they actually got sales. So, you know, if you put that up or down, it's up to you. What niche you're looking at. For example, if you're into cryptocurrency or health or, you know, whatever. And rating, you know, I tend to like to go with vendors who have decent, you know, several hundred ratings. You can go higher, or it's up to you. You can go right up to the top. People who have had several hundred people who have rated them. This person looks pretty good. Got a huge rating and quite reasonable as well, and had quite, you know, over 30% people who have said that they've you know, they've been able to generate sales. So you can actually look at the reviews of people, good traffic, and received a couple of sales. So that was good. That was pleasing. Many thanks. Paid 400. Okay, got, yeah. So they got a lot of opt-ins. Good solo. Yeah. So you're not always going to find people who have, you know, you're not always going to get sales. You know, that's, you know, but you're always going to get opt-ins. You're building your list, and it takes time to convert your list into sales. You know, that's the whole point about a good autoresponder. All right, so you can move this along and decide how many visitors you want on to your website. Okay, so if you're just testing this out and you're a newbie, you want to just go careful, you can put it at the cheapest. You know, 100 visitors will, you know, for $43. It's very, very cheap. You know, to start out as a newbie, just to put things to the test, very, very reasonable. But I would give it a good run, but don't go over your budget. You know, only before what you can, you know, put in what you can afford. And this is what I like as well. Nowadays, a lot of solo ad vendors will actually write out your ad for you. All right, and then people ask me, should I do this or should I do it myself? It really depends. If you're going to get someone who's professional, or maybe your upline who's going to be able to help you, or but you need to have good ad copy. The thing you've got to understand is if you've got a solo ad vendor who's got so many huge ratings, they do know what they're doing. They know their list. They know the offers, and if it's within your niche, they're going to know how to communicate with their list about your offer. All right, and they do have a vested interest in making sure that you get a good run. If this is your first time, they want to build up their customer base. They want to these people, they do want to have repeat business, so it's in their interest to make sure that you get a good ad copy. So if you're unconfident, it would be better to actually get the professional, the guy who knows what he's doing, to write out your ad than to rely on yourself, who may not be confident enough to actually do the right kind of ad. That's always the risk, but you can, if you want to write out your own ad, it's up to you. Okay, so you can click this down. You can even write your own ad. This is a previous ad that I did for another one, but that's the other good thing, is they actually save your previous ads that you've added, and you can actually see the stats and how well they performed for other vendors, and then you can load up that same message into future ads that you want to purchase. You can filter them out if you want to do only. The base filter is always there, but you can't even switch that off, because this is what I'm talking about, guys. Base filter is very, very important. It's what you would normally pay for, such as if you're going to go with other services like ClickMagic, they have their filters in to make sure that you're going to get the right quality traffic. You don't want bot traffic. You want real eyeballs onto your website, real human beings visiting and looking at your ad. So base filter simply means that the Udimi is going to guarantee that you're going to get good quality ads, views on your ad. So that's there, and that's all part of the service. Now you can, some of this is all self-explanatory. If you want to have top tier, it's always very, often very good. Top tier simply means that you're working with English-speaking countries such as US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. People with money, potentially, buyers, and that's really what they're talking about, top tier. So yeah, and all these, if you mouse over everything, they have descriptions. And if you want to go with prime filter, it'll be a little bit more expensive, but prime filter means that you're going to have absolutely extra solid filtering to make sure that you get very, exceptional quality traffic coming onto your pages. You're going to pay more for it. One thing you could I could recommend is that rather than going with prime filter there, you might want to consider a subscription to activate the prime down here. All right, and the advantage of that, you get loads of advantages. It's kind of like an upgrade. You get you also, if you're going to promote this, guys, you also get more in commission sales when you promote this platform to get people using Udimi to purchase solo ads. So you get much more in the way of commissions. You can get up to 50% commissions on all purchases that people make. Whereas, if you're a free member and you're using this platform and you're bringing people in to buy traffic from this platform, you can earn 15%. But anyway, that's just an additional service there. Anyway, what I'm talking about is the prime filter simply means that they're going to filter out all the good traffic and making sure that you only get good quality traffic. So it's really up to you what you can afford. You're thinking about your budget. But you can also communicate with the seller as well. You can talk to them. You can send them messages. And that's what makes this really, really good and trustworthy. And they've had their good ratings and everything like that. The average time it takes for the seller to accept an order is 3 hours in this case. So and sometimes solo ads take days before the solo ad goes out. You can actually you can set the time as to when you want the solo ads to go out. If you want it done today or whatever, so you don't have to wait. So it's up to you. All right. So, but the thing I like about Udimi is you can build up. If you're really working with Udimi, and you put this as part of your funnel, you can go to affiliates and you can share out your own link, and get people onto Udemy. And there are so many great features about sharing out your link. You'll be able to share out your link to get people into Udemy, so that when they join, not only do they get $5 gift, all right, so that they can put that towards their first purchase, but if they do purchase, you get 15% on all the orders, okay? But if you want to upgrade, as I say, to activate your Prime, you'll be able to earn up to 50% if you bring in someone who becomes a Prime member, all right, and you are yourself a Prime member, you'll get 50%, excuse me. So it makes a big difference, when you're really working with this. You can eventually build it up to cover all your costs of your traffic, and eventually, if you're really promoting this, you don't have to pay for traffic. You'll be able to get all your traffic for free, because you're bringing people in, your teammates, into using Udemy in order to buy their traffic. So when they buy traffic, you get paid. So it's all going to happen forever. All right. So every single time they purchase traffic for the life of their membership, you'll get paid 15% if you're a free member, if they're a free member, okay, or 50% up to 50%. But obviously, if you're a paid member, and if you've activated your Prime and you bring in a free member, you'll get 25% if you're a Prime member, okay? If you're a standard member, if you're just a standard member, but they upgrade to a Prime member, then you'll get 25%, sorry. But anyway, it really is worth, really focusing on this, because the whole point about traffic is it's not just a one-off thing and you just put a test and then you just send traffic and then just never send traffic to your website again or whatever. It's just ridiculous. You have to do it ongoing. My advice is to do it every week, all right, or just to keep traffic going into your account. This is the automated way, guys. This is the way that newbies can get started immediately. This is the way that newbies can potentially start generating sales today, tomorrow. In the meantime, but you don't have to put work in. You don't have to write out your ad copy. They can do that for you. So it's just a case of setting up your funnel. Once it's set up, you don't have to do anything. You just copy and paste your ad into the yeah. Sorry, let me go back. There we are. So it's just a case of copy and pasting your funnel link down here, and then sending that out and purchasing the traffic. And it's all automated. They do that for you. All right. And the traffic just, in the meantime, you can do your social media, you can upload videos onto YouTube, you can, gradually build up your following on those other platforms. And also when you generate sales or you generate leads from these vendors, you can share your success. Even if you got some opt-ins, guys, you can share your success, and then people will always ask you, where are you getting your traffic? And you can just tell them, here are my vendors. You can upload a video, you can share it on social media. This is what I'm getting. These are some screenshots. Make sure you do it ethically. Make sure you don't lie. Make sure that you put in disclaimers and everything like that. Very important. The other thing that I will tell you is under settings as well. This is something I really like. And if you go to opt-in tracking, okay, everybody, you need to have a funnel set up, okay. So in order before you start sending traffic to your website, you need to have a proper funnel set up, and that's what I've been talking about with the Power Lead System and my share codes. This is the funnels. These are some of the funnels that I'm sharing out here on Udemy. But what you can do is you can actually set up a tracking code that you can put into your funnel, okay, into the code section of your web page, all right, on your landing page, on your subscribed page, the page that they opt in after they opt in, and it may not apply to you, but if you're doing affiliate type businesses, or if you created your own entire funnel, and after they purchase the product or whatever, then you can put the code into that final thank you page or whatever. However, in my case, it doesn't apply because I'm working with a network marketing business and I don't have access to the kind of the purchased page, the page where they come to after they purchase. All right, so I'm going to leave that blank. But what I'm really tracking here is I'm tracking the landing page when they jump on the main capture page, and then I'm also tracking what happens after they've subscribed on the thank you page, and if they and that way I can see exactly who's opted in. And also the code that gets given, they just completely ignore other traffic. If you're doing traffic from other systems, other platforms, it'll just completely ignore that traffic. It'll only track traffic from Udimi, and you only need to set this up one time, and it's done. All right. So you know, this is very, very powerful. Normally you'd have to pay for this kind of system on other platforms such as ClickMagick or whatever. But this is part of the system, so you're saving money. So guys, you know, as a full suite of you know, in order to get fully set up with your business, I highly recommend Power Lead System to be able to get access to good share codes like this, so you can have a full-blown funnel set up and built-in autoresponder. And I also highly recommend just go with Udimi, because it's also an affiliate program. You know, both Power Lead System and Udimi, they're both affiliate programs. They pay for themselves. So when you join the Power Lead System, you'll be able to, you know, start earning commissions. You'll be able to set up a global cash card, a Visa card in the back office that you'll be able to put back into the Power Lead Systems to pay for the Power Lead System itself. And once you've got 3 or more customers, at least customers or affiliates in the Power Lead System, it's paying for itself, and then you just build that up and you can start paying for traffic and leveraging everything up. And once people come in through this as well, you're also paying for your traffic at the same time, and everything is just taken care of. And that's how you're going to get ongoing long-term business that's just paying for itself and just keeps working, and you'll be able to scale up and build up your business that way. So I highly recommend Power Lead System and Udimi. And maybe, you know, whatever other income streams you've got out there, you can add to the Power Lead System and put it part of your funnel. It's up to you. But you know, there are so many products and services available within the Power Lead System itself that you're going to be able to share within this funnel, plus the training and everything, and the upsells, and you know, providing your team support for ongoing quality traffic and teaching them how to do it. You have a full system in a box. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be talking about more about Udimi and other platforms down the road. All right, thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next video. Bye for now.